Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Don't Look Back. This is part 5, The Well in the Woods. A strange phone call interrupts the days of the sexy teens in this B-movie, telling them that they have 7 days. Not understanding, of course, they go through all kinds of weird TV, television, and digital strangeness. Phone calls, strange things crawling out of their televisions in the middle of the day, until, of course, they're led to this well in the woods. So show the table, show you the villain, and get this underway. So here we are set up for the well in the woods. Your friends have convinced you to make a wish at the midnight well, and or you found a video cassette and it said 7 days. Making the wish was easy, living to see if it comes true is another thing altogether. Set up the table to represent a wooded area, some farmer's back field. Place the midnight well in the middle of table section A, which is right here. Characters start the game in base contact with the well. Place 3 fright tokens in the middle of the table. So 1, 2, 3. Point of interest tokens 6 inches from the corner of table sections B, C, and D. These are the ritual components we need to complete the ritual and close up the living curse forever. So flip and to scatter the first one, 6 inches from the middle. So roughly there. I've gotten good at seeing where that is on the mat now because I keep placing tokens there, and it's going to be this way. So the first one, scattering the second one, going to be over here, like so. And then the third one, be somewhere super annoying. Let's flip and find out. It's back this way. Further away. I got lucky with the first 2. I shouldn't complain. Whatever lost items are needed to complete the ritual will be over here. So now we gotta see who our character's gonna be. And I'm not gonna, I keep just sort of like drawing and scanning to see who it's gonna be. So we have 4 characters. I'm not looking at the names. I'm just drawing at random from the stack. And it's Alice Grace, Ranger Sandy, and Max the Abs, followed by Holden. Banish the evil spirit of the disjointed. She only has 8 wounds. When driven off, disjointed killers are immediately replace the killer and follow its MO. So they cannot be driven off. Oh man, they just keep coming and coming. Special actions, when a disjointed killer moves, all characters in line of sight gain a terror point. These are the terror killers. Attacks, shutter step, so they do the zzz, 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 and they're super close to you. Destroying killers target the character in base to base with the most terror points. In the case of a tie, the players may choose. Place a fright token in base to base with the targeted character. Combat 14, 1 injury and 1 terror. And then unnatural crawl. Destroying killers move 3 inches directly away from the models in base to base. If there's no models in base to base, the destroying killer moves 3 inches towards the closest character. So it always moves an extra 3 either away or towards. Its MO is lunge. Place the killer so that it's 6 inches away from the most characters as possible, without any terrain in between them. When the killer moves, it targets the character with the most terror points. If the killer makes it into base to base, it may make an immediate free attack against the character using attack 2. So it's always going to be unnatural crawl. Armed and dangerous, they always cause bleeding on their melee attack, and relentless, when rolling for fright tokens each turn, add 2 to the roll to see if the killer's revealed. Drive her off, but she never stays dead, and she comes back almost immediately. Alright, so 14 turns, special rules, search, whoops, not 14 rolls. Wrong page, Ash. 12 turns, special rules, overflow of evil. Starting on turn 2 and the rest of the game, at the start of the fright phase, add a fright token in the center of table section A, so the well's always pooping out a fright token. Help is on the way. Players may add a supporting character to the center of the table on turn 8. 1 step closer, when a character successfully investigates a point of interest, they may remove 1 terror point from themselves. Ancient ritual, investigating the point of interest is at -2 awareness for all characters. And then ritual components, if you pick one up and you die, you can leave them on the table, and then they're freely picked up by someone moving on top. No lights on the table. And then characters need to finish the ritual to stop the well curse by successfully investigating all 3 points of interest and carrying all the ritual items back into base to base with the well before the end of turn 12. 10 plus, we're rolling for fright tokens. Well, of course we are. And we're +2 the roll until the killer appears. Oh no. What's 1? 9? Well, killer appears. Ha! Just comes spooping down on the table. So there's 2 left that we roll for. Based on MO, and it goes 4 inches, ignoring terrain, because of course this is a not mundane killer. Into base to base though, so it doesn't do anything else. Second token, 4, it just moves 6 inches towards the character, so it'll be 2 inches in front of her. And then third one, no +2s anymore, just a 3. Flips lights and gets removed. That's not good. So whenever it moves, all characters on the same get a terror point. So everyone now has a terror point. But they're only with 1 each, so I get to choose the target. We're going to make the target... who has the highest terror threshold here? It'll be Holden, so it's going after Holden. D10 +1 for his terror. 6 inches, doesn't quite make it. So heads towards him. Shutter Step doesn't have a range of more than base to base. So Unnatural Crawl, destroying killers move 3 inches directly away from models in base to base. If there's no models in base to base, it moves 3 inches towards the closest character, which will be Holden, and makes it into base to base. That's great. Okay. Well, it moved twice, which means everybody has 3 terror now. Because it moved and then moved again. Fabulous. Okay, so I think we go with... I think we start with Max the Abs. He's going to make a move. He's going to try and free up Holden. So he moves into base to base. And then... Actually, you know what? No, we'll go with Alice first. She's going to free Encourage on Max. Then she's going to move 5 and 5 again. So 10 to here. She's just going to go try and push this button. Max is going to jump in. He's going to take a swing with his bat. Get it out of melee. So he is combat 10 plus the Encourage. For a 13 or less to drive her back. Cracks it with a 6. So 3 injuries and knocks her back 2 inches. Well, that's something. It immediately comes back if we don't if we don't kill her. So that's him done. Then I think we go with Holden. He's going to move. And he's going to go... He wants to get to this next one. So he's going to go... Oh, sorry. And then actually he has to make... Both of them have to make jump scares. For her, 6 terror because there's no one nearby to tap on the shoulder. And for you, 7. Shadows gains terror point. Everybody's scared. You know what? We'll go with Sandy, actually. We have to split the team here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the other side. Because it costs double movement to go through the hedge. And then we're going to go 4 again. And try and not look at this thing. Here for Sandy. 10. Screams the distance. Move all fright tokens D10 inches towards her. 4 inches. This one comes flying over here. And it's Holden. And he's also gonna, I think, we're just gonna split the group. And we're gonna go 4. Which will take us 2 to the edge. 2 just get to the other side. And then it'll be 2 and 4. And he'll be in behind her. Choose to ignore the jump scare, because he's tough as nails. Max, I'm sorry about this. Turn 1, arrival. Turn 2. Going for tokens. 4 plus 2. Oh, it's already arrived, actually. Just a 4. Yeah, and it moves towards Sandy. Killer. Heading towards Max. 9. Who's got the most, actually? Max or Alice. I could have it move towards either one. It's going to go towards Max, I think. Goes flying over here. He's the only one that can see it, so he'll gain a terror and go to 5. And now she's plus a gajillion to hit him. So plus 5. Shutter steps on a 19 now. Still misses on 20. Terror and an injury. Attack number 2. She's in base contact, so she moves away 3 inches. Right, you can do this. Move your 5 over to here. Investigate this token. It has to be within 2 inches. So she can just move to there, which is what she'll do. She's still inside 2 of this thing, but she'll end outside of it. Like that. Investigation's on a 10. Gets it with a 7. I forgot a terror point poops out of there too. What did it do? 2, it just flickered the lights and went away during the phase. Okay, well, you managed to do that. You could encourage using one of your batteries. I think you do. No, you just do you. You're fine. Sandy, she's just gonna move 8, I think. Heading this way. Staying inside 8 of Holden. Jump scare for her. 1. No, she arrives in base contact and then makes attack 2, so she backs off 3. Just teleports around the table. Oh. She made a move. That means Sandy's going to gain a terror. And Holden only has an awareness of 8, so he couldn't actually see it when it was happening. So he doesn't gain any terror. He gets to go, and he's going to walk his 8 this way. He's going to gain a terror. Actually, they're both going to gain a terror for starting next to that terror point. So they're both kind of jacked up now. Sandy's at 5, so they're both at their limits almost. Max is gonna go. He's gonna take a walk over to here. He is going to, I think, just take a breather. Terror token, because otherwise he is gonna be hosed. And then jump scare. Ew! 5. Is that tap on the shoulder? Tap on the shoulder! Place the closest standing friendly character or supporting character in base to base. Come on. Yeah, we did it! She can be over here. Things are looking bad because people are terrified. Just trying to face away from the terrifying thing and not look at it. So turn 3, rolling for tokens. Roll a 6, so yes we are. The one over there. Oh, sorry, we place one first. And then it's furthest from characters. 2. It goes away. Another one. One. It goes away too. So there's none. Two more appear here and here, which is super bad for Sandy. Max and Sandy both have the same amount of terror, which means I get to pick who the lady in the well goes after. I think we're gonna choose Sandy. No, we're gonna choose Max, because then she goes away from Sandy. So, or is it closest? Hang on. Choose. So it's gonna go 3 plus his 5 makes 8. Heading this way, ignoring terrain. And it moves 3 inches afterwards with its shutter step. Actually, sorry. She gains a terror. She saw it move, which means she goes to 6, which is bad for next turn. And then nobody else can see, but she'll shutter step, not shutter step, unnatural crawl afterwards. Because she's not in base to base. Hey, well, the characters get to go. Max, what are you going to do? I think you're going to move and take a breath. So you're going to move 4 to here. And then take a breath to shake off a terror down to 4. You're going to move over to here, into base to base. We have 1. And then also take a breath. And no one's going to face, because if we face her, we die. All right, we can do it. We just need to move within 2. Stay in a line of fire. We can ignore the jump scare if we want. No, actually, we won't go with you yet. We'll go with Sandy. She'll walk her 4. She's going to gain another terror, unfortunately. But that'll get her within 2. At 7 terror, she's almost dead. She goes to 10, she's gone. We'll search. So she is minus 4 from her awareness, down to a 7, down to a 5 because she has, you know what? She's not going to search this turn. She's going to try to just shake it off and lose a terror, and just make sure she's outside of 4 of this thing. Just going left. Doesn't come towards her next turn. Okay, then Holden. He'll walk, get within 2. He'll ignore his jump scare. And search, so he's on a awareness of 8. Minus 2 is a 6. Use a luck. No, it's a jump scare. So that's turn 3. Turn 4. Terror. 3 plus? No, we don't this turn. 4 plus, and she's already on the table. So, and sorry, this one appears at the start of the turn. Okay. This is going to be bad. So we are going to... Who's the target right now? Sandy's definitely the target. So plus 6, 10 inches. Does she make it? 3, that's 8. And then 2 more. Not quite. But then she'll use her unnatural crawl and get into melee. Can't be seen, though, because she's in the rear arc. She makes the... No, that's it. She's done. She doesn't actually make any attacks because her second attack is unnatural crawl. So that's characters. We will start with, I guess, Alice. She'll gain a terror for being next to that terror token. She'll search, needing a 12. Pass the 9. All right, so plus 3 because we're outside. We want to roll a 3. 6, that's a 9. Old lockbox. Immediately choose any item from either table. Light it is. She will immediately place a light token right here, which will kill that. And move into it. And lose a terror. Well done. We have 1 flashlight left. To move first, if she was going to do that, actually. So she can't move into it because she searched, which is a long skill. So she can actually just, I guess she places it underneath herself if she wants to. Like that. That's Max. He'll walk his 4 into the light. Lose a terror. I'm going to concentrate and make the search. Plus 3 to his awareness of 8 means 11. Minus 2 is a 9. Gets it with a 3. All right, well, Holden's found the second ritual item, and that's Ranger Sandy. Oh, she's in trouble. So she still has the most terror. She's going to stumble back 3. Keeping the line of sight that she had. She doesn't want to be able to see this thing. Awareness 11, but she's minus 2. That's a 9, so she trips. And then she has to stand up as her last action. Turn 5. All right, so it's a 3 plus, I believe. Roll for tokens. 5 we speed. So this one over here. Oh, sorry, we place 1 first. Start of the turn. Roll for it. It's 4. Moves towards the closest model and is exploded from the light. Then this one. 10. God, we're lucky. So, no, sorry, we rolled to see if it's stalking or engaged. It has 3 injuries. it's stalking. So it disappears, and it's set up again immediately. That's if I roll less, it becomes stalking. We rolled higher, so it's enraged. 3 is double damage. Uh-oh. All right. And then this one over here, 7, moves over to the closest character. Plus 7 to this roll, so she flies into Sandy, makes an attack. Sorry, D20. 7 hits, does 1 damage and 1 tear. Oh, Sandy's not doing great. 2, 4, 6, 7 tear, 8 from the start of the turn. In second attack mode, pushes back 3 inches. See during any of that though, because she's not facing it, which means no extra terror. We really need Sandy to lose some terror. So I think Holden's gonna go, and he's gonna try and rescue here. Sandy will go first. She's gonna move. She's just gonna stay not facing, go over here. And then she's going to take a breath, lose a terror, but then I've gained a terror from the start of the round from that terror token. Gonna go, and he's gonna try and save the day. He's gonna walk 4. He's actually gonna face her. He's going to shake it off. No, he's gonna not face her, but he's gonna shake off or take a, what was it? Let me take a look at it. Oh no, it doesn't do anything. Shake it off. No, he can try and blast her. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try and blast. He's gonna take a look. He's gonna try and shoot with his shotgun. He is combat 12. Combat 12, hits with a 2. That's D5 damage. 10, we blast her. No. Luck at his last luck. Blast her! There's 2 groups of 2. I get to pick. And she's gonna show up over here. She goes back over to the well. This light is off, by the way. It flipped during her last attack. Okay, well, we have a chance. Holden needs to survive. Round 6, he's barely hanging in there. We got to get over with Holden. Automatically rolling for tokens now. This one, 10. It's going to either enrage or stalking. It's going to enrage her again, so she's permanently enraged now. And then the other one over here moves towards the nearest character, so they're both going to gain a terror. And this one over here is going to move as well and move into contact with you. All right, rolling for the killer, gonna go towards, let's say, Max. Goes 6 plus 3 is 9. Definitely makes it. And then attacks. Gain a terror for it having moved, and so will Alice, because they can both see it. It's on a shutter step. On a 14 plus 4, 18, hits. Does 1 injury and another terror. Bursts back 3. Like so. Light flips, and it immediately destroys this terror point, which is good because it means we won't get any terror at the start of the activation. Right, well, bad news bears. There's a terror point over there, so Sandy goes to 9 terror. She's just gonna boogie and go 4. And then she's going to lose a terror as take a breath. He's gonna gain a terror and go to 4. He's gonna move his 4 over to here. And then he's going to attempt to investigate. 2 tokens if he pulls this off. So he's awareness 8, minus 2 is a 6 or less. 3 gets it! Oh man, he's carrying both. It's clever plan time. We're gonna go with Alice, and she is going to create another light within 6 inches on this side of the well. And now we can just alternate. And then she's gonna step over here and lose a tear. Thank goodness. Take a breather to lose another one. Flashlight is now expended. Max is going to do much the same thing. Move into this, lose a terror, and then take a breather to heal 2, I think. No, he'll keep the damage. He'll just lose another terror. All right, 6 turns remain. Turn 7. Can't be targeted, which means that we're going to roll for terror tokens automatically. This one right here moves 6 inches towards Max. The one that came out of the well moves into the light and is destroyed. This one over here, 6 will move towards Holden. And the killer goes, so it's going to probably target Sandy and adds 2, 4, 6, 8 to this roll. 10, she just goes flying through the woods. 8 plus 2. Rage anymore though, which is nice. Definitely saw that though, so she goes to 9. Her awareness, and she's very close to dead, but I think she's going to be the sacrificial lamb to this mission. Self kid. So we're going to go with Holden. He's just going to run 8 and go this way, not looking at you. But he's going to gain, he's going to look this way actually, so that if she goes after Sandy, you can't see it. We're going to gain 1, however, from starting next to that token. We might trip though 5 or less. No, we're okay. This is flipped right now because it flipped at the end of the killer's move. So these guys start not in the light. Both gain a terror, actually, from having witnessed that move. If she couldn't attack, she would have moved 3 extra inches, actually, towards Sandy, which would have caused Sandy to gain a whole other terror point and be at 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think she's dead this turn. Gonna go to 11. And then she's gonna walk 4 to here. Is she outside of 4 of this one? Yeah, she's inside 4. She goes to 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. She goes to 12. Terror. And start of the next turn, she's gonna die. So she's going to... I think engage. No, she's gonna do 2 quick shots. Emma has a ton to her combat. She can hit on 5s. First one hits, not at all. Second one hits and does 3, 2 injuries. It's worth something because she'll die at the start of the turn. Holden then. Max is gonna move into the light and not face, and so will Alice. Lose a terror. Turn 8. Oh, start of the turn. Falls victim, which means I think she savers. Immediately comes back over here because of her MO. She lunges. So Sandy falls victim from terror. Gains a terror because somebody died. These two don't because they start their turn in light. And that means it has to target Holden, who has 6 terror. She's gonna go 16. 8 plus 8 ends up over here, and then lunges 3. We'll definitely see that. Lights flip. Oh dear. Forgot about these. This one goes away, and then this one goes away, and then that one over there on a 6 is gonna move into the light and be destroyed. 2 new ones appear here and here. Okay, Holden. Well, so first of all, we'll have, I think Max. Max is the one who needs to make some noise. But we get to place you. Hey, you kids, what's going on over here? Start of turn 8. Means actually, you would have gone 16 this way and then lunged into melee and then bounced back 3, which means he would have taken 2 terror just from seeing me. Holden's gonna boogie and go 8 to here. You find another flashlight. Move. Don't face, gain a terror, so I lose a terror, because you walked into the light. And then search on an awareness of 12, you do, and then roll a 9, a 3 or a 9. Nope, that's a 4. First aid kit, heal this character or character base to base of D10 injuries. It's his turn, he's also gonna move. He's gonna lose a terror, we're moving in there. And then he's going to search as well. His awareness is 10. Fails. Lose a luck. 9. Things red. We place a fear token over here, or terror token over here. Roll to see where it goes. So the closest to the furthest one over here. 7 is going to move 6 towards the nearest character or NPC, so it's going to move this way. This one. 3, it's going to flip. And this one over here. If it doesn't go away, it probably just goes into the light. No, it just goes away, but it flips all the light tokens. Weird. Well, that means they could gain terror, but luckily they aren't facing. So the bad guy heading towards the NPC goes 10. Flying over here. He'll go to 3 terror, which means start of the turn he'll be taken out. But it still attacks him and hits for 1 terror and 1 injury. And then bounces back out 3. To here. To a 5th terror point, which means start of the turn he will fall victim. And then everything flips again. So it flipped over and then it flipped back because the token going off and then this. So start of the turn, that means that these 2 are gonna move, go to here, do a search. So you pass on a 10, you don't. And then she'll move and do a search. Fails. No, she's a 12, I think. Yeah, she passes. See what we find. 4 first aid kit, and then it's all Holden. So he's got to go through difficult terrain. So this is going to cost him 4 and then he can go stand in the light and remove a terror. Sorry, he ignores jump scares. These two have to roll jump scares. For her, 6 taps on the shoulder. We'll just tap him on the shoulder, so he didn't have to make that move. And then for Max, 3 light. All the lights flip again. And then he'll go and he'll just move back to this one and be in base to base. Move in all the way actually to there and be in base to base. And then he'll shake off a terror as well. So he'll move in it and then shake off a terror. Start at 10, he will succumb. No one can see. The killer will move towards, but not be able to enter the light. So going +4 towards you, but not able to enter. So she stands on the edge. All the lights flicker, and the kids go and complete the ritual. A terror would arrive over there, and we would roll for this terror over here. This terror would... 1? Yeah, no lights within 6. And then the other one... 5 would have just moved towards and gone to the light. That's it. We complete the ritual on turn 9. Holden managed to make it, and Ranger Sandy sacrificing herself so the kids could get away and dispel the curse. So there we go. The character's escaping from the poor girl in the well. Managing to dispel the curse on turn 9. So that's our playthrough of Don't Look Back, the core game, and the first 5 missions. I'll be painting a Boxcar Willie so you can see some of the expansion missions. There are a ton of little VHX expansions for this with new killers, new like scenarios to play through, new characters, supporting characters, all kinds of stuff, which I'll go through sort of like as we go in the next few months. So big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more of this in the future. Till then, Ash. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continue to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Game of Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.